Negatives of Social Media on Relationships by Casti Lopez. I'll be focusing specifically on relationships between 18 and 35-year-olds within the last 20 years. I will discuss 4 reasons, 1 being the idea of picture-perfect relationships, 2 mindless connections, 3 distraction from quality time, and 4 decreased satisfaction. Picture-perfect relationships. The manufactured aspect of cute relationship post is explored in Brodie Woodall's article, The Impact of Social Media on Relationships. A couple never posts about their fights or bad days. Instead, they create a highlight reel, in which they only share their joyful, thrilling, and enjoyable moments. This leads to irrational expectations in a romantic partnership. This may give rise to numerous comparisons and negative emotions, like jealousy and insecurity. These carefully curated relationship posts can also be seen with relationships between parents, friends, and siblings. Mindless connections. Marina Thomas discusses the risks associated with dating apps such as Tinder and Bumble. Swiping on a dating app is essentially based solely on appearance, and as a result, relationships become less meaningful. People ignore a partner's characteristics, and this leads to things like social comparison, fear of being single, and choice overload. Distraction from quality time. According to a Pew Research Center survey, technology and social media significantly disrupts relationships. Although this study focuses on couples, relationships between friends and family also frequently experience the same issues. 51% of people say their partner is on their phone while they're trying to have a conversation with them. 40% said they are bothered by how much time their partner spends on the phone, and 34% said they've looked through their partner's phone without them knowing. Distractions cause less time spent together, and even actions like snooping through someone's phone. Relationship coach Daphna Levy explains all 3 of these reasons.
21st century, and lots of relationship aspects have changed. Social media is part of everyday life, but how does social media affect relationships? Is it a new relationship challenge for couples in the 21st century? And if so, what's the best way to stop it from ruining your relationships? For questions such as these, we reach out to our relationship coach, Daphna Levy. Daphna, thank you for being here again.
Great being here.
I appreciate you every time. So let's get straight to it. Is social media a false representation of relationships or life as a whole?
It certainly is. And a lot of people get worried about it because everybody looks so happy and so successful, and their relationships are perfect, and people get introverted. They start thinking, what's wrong with me? My life is not so good.
Yes. So it starts to affect them emotionally and mentally.
Yes.
Oh, man. So how does this partial story affect, I guess, the scroller, the viewer?
As I said, you get worried, my life is not as good, but you have to keep in mind that those people who are posting these things, they're not posting their disasters.
Right.
They're not posting their fights or their partner ignoring them.
Yes.
They only post the nice side of life.
That's true. I mean, and that's kind of natural, right? Because everybody, I feel like, has that guard up. Like, I only want people to know when things are okay. If somebody asks you how you're doing, your immediate response is, I'm good, even if you're not good.
That's right.
So is social media in a relationship a good thing or a bad thing? And is it healthy?
I hear a lot of complaints. And the biggest thing is that it's a huge distraction. Instead of 2 people communicating,
having a conversation.
I hear this complaint all the time. He or she is always on their phone.
Yeah.
Going through Facebook and Instagram and so forth. And you stop living your life.
Yeah.
Instead of living your own life, you are a spectator in somebody else's life.
On the other hand, there is positives for relationships. According to Pew Research, 67% of social media users claim to use the platform to stay in touch with friends and family. Social media gives you access to people's lives without requiring you to see them every day. It helps long-distance relationships for the same reason. Social media connects people with each other, romantically or not. People can meet new acquaintances on social media who live outside of their local community. While social media may have positives in long-distance relationships, this is not the matter for most cases. A study that was published in Computers and Human Behavior discovered a connection between using social media and a lower standard of marriage. According to the study's findings, married individuals who avoid social media are 11% happier than those who use it frequently. Additionally, the study discovered a connection between rising divorce rates and social media usage. The earliest report dates back to 2009, when Mark Keenan, an official at Divorce Online in the UK, discovered that 989 of the company's 5,000 most recent divorce petitions used the word Facebook. With the advancement of technology and social media apps, these numbers are to have likely increased as well. This draws a straight line between satisfaction of relationships and social media. In conclusion, social media can be harmful and dangerous to relationships. However, social media can have positives when used appropriately. It is important to take actions to understand how social media affects us and the relationships around us. Thank you for listening.